has the call.
Thanks, Mr Deputy Speaker. And I must say, very curious this afternoon's MPI that the real cost of increasing the GST and the intrigues around why is the member for Watson leading this debate when the member for McMahon was sitting there watching, I must say watching with some disdain, as to why he wasn't up there leading the debate. Rather, the shadow treasurer sat there with a look of disdain while the Leader of Opposition Business led the debate. Now, why would this be so, Mr Deputy Speaker? You know why? I think because when it comes to the Labor Party leadership, all options are open. They're happy to have a freewheeling discussion about that issue. As a matter of fact, in the corridors, you're starting to see little groups where they're having a very freewheeling discussion about what should we do with the member for Maribyrnong. Well, we're not interested in the politics of the Labor leadership, right? We want to have a debate about our tax system. No, let them yell, Mr Deputy Speaker. Let them yell. Let the shrill yells come from the other side. I'm quite happy for it to occur. Quite happy for it to occur. Let them have their discussions. It's obviously you're touching on a bit of a sensitive subject when you mention what is occurring on the other side. They want to have a freewheeling discussion about leadership issues. Fine. We want to talk about a very serious issue on this side. We want to talk about our taxation system. We want to talk about having a taxation system which will grow jobs and grow the economy, because we know we need to set up our economy so it will remain competitive in the 21st century. And sitting still and doing nothing will not deliver that. What we need to do is look at our tax mix and see whether our tax mix will deliver us the type of economy, the type of jobs growth, the type of GDP growth that we need to set up our economy in a globalised world. And that is what we are doing. What we are seeing is real economic leadership. We are seeing economic leadership which isn't fearful of a campaign of fear about change. What we are seeing is real economic leadership where everything is put on the table in the best interests of this nation going forward. We want to see a tax mix which means that not only the current generation will have an economy which sets us up in a globalised world, but sets up our economy so that our children and our grandchildren will also benefit from strong economic growth, from strong jobs growth. And what does that mean? It means that you don't have a personal income tax system which shackles your economy, which shackles growth. It means that you have a personal income tax system where you compare it to your near neighbours like New Zealand, with the United Kingdom, with other countries like Canada, that we are competitive. When you look at the company tax rates of our company tax rate versus the New Zealand, Canadian and UK models, we are competitive. We want to set up our economy so, in the words of Martin Parkinson, and I think Martin Parkinson served that side as well as ours, we have indirect taxes that will help us produce a higher standard of living, not direct taxes which actually shackle our standard of living. And that is what we are all about. And I would suggest those on the other side, rather than looking at carbon tax reintroduction, mining tax reintroduction, look at other suggestions, look at other alternatives, do some work, rather than just sitting there having your little conversations in the corridors around Mr 15%. Have real discussions on real issues which matter to the mums and dads in this nation, and not only the mums and dads but their kids and their grandkids, because that is what this government is about. real economic leadership and a real discussion on our tax mix.